Well, I'm going to start off, and I usually approach this just not knowing what the hell I'm going to do, but I did actually sit down today and kind of make a list, and knowing me, I won't stick to it. But I do want to start off with a song, as everybody knows, a British man that did a lot for the blues. Peter Green just passed recently, and so I would like to do a song for Peter. This is actually an old Duster Burnett song that Peter did, and did a very good version. And I'm sure I won't reach that, but just sort of is my memory of him. So Peter Green was a big influence on me in a lot of ways, not just musically. So here goes. This is called Jumping at Shadows. Now what can you say? There isn't much to tell. I'm going downhill, and I blame myself. I've been jumping at shadows, thinking about my life. Now everybody wave their hand at me. They tell me I'm just a picture of what I could have been. I'm jumping at shadows, thinking about my life. I think I'm going insane. The devil's been getting at me. He's got me down again. I'm just jumping at shadows, thinking about my life.
Thank you, Dr. Mo.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate it. As I've said before, I really enjoy doing this. I'm not really a guitarist. I'm a bass player, but I make do. So I'm glad y'all enjoy what I'm doing here. Gonna do it as another sort of slow kind of thing. This is a song by a guy I always have appreciated, Big Bill Broonzy, who never really was one for the standard 1-4-5 kind of blues songs. So, and this is one of those that does not fit into the 1-4-5. This is sort of what you would call a modified circle of fifths. And we won't get into what that means. But anyway, this is a song called In the Dark. And it goes like this. in the dark. There's just you and I. There's not one sound, not one sigh, just the beat of my poor heart. Lord, in the dark. In the dark. I get such a thrill when you press your fingertips against my lips. Tell me, Daddy, please, please be still. Lord, in the dark. But soon this dance will be ended, and you're gonna be missed. Oh, gee, baby, I ain't pretending, 'cause I swear, it's fun to be kissed in the dark. But soon, this dance will be ended, and you're gonna be missed. Gee, baby, I ain't pretending, 'cause I swear, it's fun to be kissed in the dark. Now we may find everything that the rest have left behind. Just let them dance. We're gonna find sweet romance. Oh, I said, let them dance. We're gonna find romance. I'm saying, just let them dance. We're gonna find sweet romance, Lord, in the dark.
Very cool.
Thank you.
All right. You don't hear a lot of people covering Big Bill Brunsey, so that's always a treat. Did you ever hear the story about? Did you ever hear the story about how he got his big break? Was in, I guess it was 1938. Robert Johnson had just been murdered, and he was due to play at a concert in Carnegie Hall, and Big Bill got the call to be the fill-in for Robert Johnson. So he bought himself a new pair of shoes and took the bus to New York.
Yeah, that's quite a twist of fate, but we're all better for it. There's no doubt about that. I play a lot of Bill Brunsey songs. I first discovered him back when I was in high school in Pittsburgh. I was a good friend of mine, a guitarist out there that nobody's ever heard of, so it doesn't really matter. But he was an amazing guitarist and was really steeped in the like the Piedmont blues and ragtimey kind of blues. I learned a lot from him. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, I always loved the fact, as far as Bill Brunsey, everybody knows "Key to the Highway," but everybody plays it wrong. Everybody plays the easy Eric Clapton version, which is like. Right? The real way that song goes. But the Eric Clapton version's what everybody knows now. So there you go.
So you're going to play that for us now, right?
Nah, it's the same progression as In the Dark. So you already heard it basically. My beer exploded. Sorry. Let's see here. Well, I'll do another old one by another guy that a lot of people don't remember, but was a big influence. He was a big influence on everybody from Muddy Waters to Merle Haggard. Guy by the name of Robert Nighthawk. And again, this is the guy I first learned about back when I was living in Pittsburgh. The story about in Pittsburgh, I used to play all the time in a place called The Decade. Talking about Stevie Ray Vaughan. If you look on the back of the Texas Flood album, he's wearing a t-shirt from The Decade, which is a big club in Pittsburgh. He played there a lot. I was one of the people that would be in the house band. I backed up Big Walter Horton there. And one night, B.B. King was playing a show at Heinz Hall, which was the big, gilded palace in Pittsburgh. And that was over at 10 o'clock. And Rick DeCesar, who was a big promoter in Pittsburgh, set it up so that B.B. would play at the Decade after he finished the Heinz Hall thing. And the Heinz Hall thing, he had, the string section and, everybody was wearing tuxedos. Well, he just brought his drummer, his bass player, organ player, and himself over to the Decade and tore it up. I mean, to tell you, I've seen BB, heard him a number of times, never heard him play like he did that night. And BB would tell you about Robert Nighthawk. He was an apostle of him. So this is one of Robert Nighthawk's songs. I have to say, in the current political climate of Me Too, I do not endorse nor condone any of the behaviors described in this following song. It's just a good old blues song. So, if anybody's upset about it, it's not, it's history. I went down to Eli's to get my pistol out of pawn. When I come back home, found my woman had gone. I'm gonna murder my old lady. She don't stop cheating lying. Rather spend my life in penitentiary than be worried out of my mind. Come home last night. 4 o'clock. Little moonshine joint in the rear was just beginning to rock. I kind of eased up to the side just to get a better view. When I saw my old lady, she was doing the monkey too. I'm gonna murder my old lady. She don't stop cheating lying. Rather spend my life in penitentiary you out, miss. Introduce you to my friend by the name of Smith & Wesson. Lord, I'm gonna murder my old lady. She don't stop cheating line. Rather spend my life in penitentiary than be worried out of my mind. I went down to Eli's, get my pistol out of pawn. When I come back home, my woman had gone. I'm gonna murder my old lady. She don't stop cheating and lying. Rather spend my life in penitentiary than to be worried out of my mind. Thank you very much. You're too kind, and I mean that. You know, with talking about the Texas blues, this is a guy now, I don't believe he was originally from Texas, but I know he spent a lot of time down there, and he was a big influence on another fella that was from Texas, from Austin, and was probably, in my opinion, the equivalent of like what Dr. John is to New Orleans music. He was the equivalent to Texas music. The guy played country music, the guy played Texas blues, he played swing, played everything. A guy by the name of Doug Sahm. And he was a big disciple of Eddie Jones, or Guitar Jr. This is a song that he did called Something to Remember Me By, or Something to Remember You By. And it goes like this. Well, you're packed up and ready to leave me, baby, and the good Lord knows I'm about to cry. You're packed up and ready to leave me, baby, the good Lord knows I'm about to cry. I can take it just a little better, baby, if you please give me something to remember you by. Well, my days are gonna be lonely, and all night long I know I'm gonna cry. My days are gonna be lonely, and all night long I know I'm gonna cry. But I can take it just a little better, baby, if you please give me something to remember you by. I can hear your train a-coming, baby, and I know you're about to fly. I can hear your train a-coming, baby, and I know I'm about to cry. I can take it remember you by. There you go. Yeah. Thank you.
Very cool. I think we got time for one or two more here. If you got some more nuggets of.
All right. This
for
is
us,
something completely different. This is a true story, written by a guy by the name of Steve Goodman, who some of you may know. He is probably most famous for writing the song "The City of New Orleans." He was from Chicago, but Steve was a hell of a musician. Had the pleasure and privilege of knowing him briefly and intermittently through another friend of mine, Dave Olney. But they have both passed since then, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. But Steve, great guitar player and a great blues musician, actually. This is a song that he wrote. It's called Don't Go Looking for Trouble. The first time you take a drink, you know you shiver and shudder, stumble and mutter, spitter and sputter, but then you start to think, well, maybe I'll have another. Now you're drinking all the time. Don't go looking for no trouble, 'cause baby, trouble will find you. Trouble will blind you, gonna deaf, dumb and blind you. Don't go looking for no trouble, 'cause baby, let me remind you. You sure don't have to look too hard. The first time you shade the truth, you wanna run and hide. Your tongue gets tied and your mouth gets dry. But then you start to think, well, maybe no one knows you lied. Now you're shady all the time. Don't go looking for no trouble, 'cause baby, trouble will find you. Trouble will find you, gonna deaf, dumb and blind you. Don't go looking for no trouble, 'cause baby, let me remind you. You sure don't have to look too hard. Trouble will pin a tail on you, follow you around. Trouble will put its mark on you when you're 6 foot down in the ground. The first time you fall in love, you know the sky seems sunny. She calls you honey and all your jokes are funny. But then she has to remind you she's only in it for the money. Now you're drinking all the time. Don't go looking for no trouble, 'cause baby, trouble will find you. trouble will find you, gonna deaf, dumb, and blind you. Don't go looking for the trouble, babe. Let me remind you, you sure don't have to look too hard. You got trouble in your own backyard. I said you sure don't have to look too hard.
Wow.
Hey, thank you very much, Dr. Mo. That was awesome.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
You know,
One more?
I keep writing down these songs that you're playing because some of them I'm not familiar with, and I'm like, oh, I got to make a list of this cool stuff to go check out. So,
Well, can I do one more here? One more?
if you got a real short one for us, yeah.
All right. All right. I was going to do some finger picking tonight, but I split a nail and I tried filing it down, and I can't do it. So, all caught in a landslide. Bad luck pressing in from all sides. Got cut off on my easy ride. I'm buried in the blues. Sunday morning, everybody's in bed. Out on the streets, talking out of my head. This old brick wall ain't heard a word I've said. I'm buried in the blues. Buried alive. In the blues. I'm buried alive. In the blues. Million people, they just walk on by. Can't make them laugh and I can't make them cry. It's no use because you know that I'm buried in the blues. I prayed for mercy, prayed for rain. Shouldn't be the one to accept all of this blame. Someone here's trying to pollute my brain. I'm buried in the blues. Buried alive. In the blues. Buried alive. In the blues. Buried alive in anticipation. Buried alive with its own frustration. Buried alive is worse than jail. Buried alive, there ain't no bail. Oh Lord, it's a mean situation. Buried alive in the blues. Buried alive in the blues. I'm buried alive in the blues.
Wow.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mo.